Welcome to Twale TV. Twale TV Sports. Welcome back. Pochettino finally signed for Chelsea, guys. I'm excited. So should all Chelsea fans. Well, the only good thing with Pochettino is we're going to have stability. We're going to be able to compete with the top boys again for the right competitions. And that's good enough for me, because if you expect too much, you might get disappointed, because Pochettino has never won anything in the Premier League. Excuse me. It means a lot. If you haven't won anything, it means a lot. And on that single note, we have to be very cautious. He still has to make the right decisions. He still has to get rid of the right players and keep the right players. It's a massive task he has to deal with, to be honest. And we wish him all the luck, best of luck. Pochettino, I think you're the best candidate right now for Chelsea. Is what we've been missing, and fingers crossed, next season should be very interesting for we Chelsea fans. And likewise, yours truly, I'm looking forward to it. Welcome, Pochettino. Joao Felix, one of the main problems, the real issue I've started really. Joao Felix is going back to Atletico Madrid. What a waste of money. Okay, this is a guy we paid about £8 million for, just for the loan deal. Can you imagine that? 6 months loan, 8 million kronis. I'm a bit pissed off, but well, we have to deal with it. The new manager has to put his foot down, or his feet down, whichever one, and he has to be impactful. Whatever decision he makes now is going to be judged. And Chelsea, big pressure don't come better than Chelsea's. So he has to deliver and deal with the pressure. All the egos in the dressing room, all the shenanigans that's been going on. We blame Frank for most of it, but hey, excuse me, Frank's got nothing to do with Chelsea's problem. He's just unfortunate that he's taking up a job that he can't even deal with. So that's that. And then we have Joao Cancelo also returning from Bayern Munich. I mentioned this one because I really don't know how this is going to work. Because the reason Joao Cancelo went to Bayern Munich was because he had a feud with Pep Guardiola. When you have a feud with these top managers, their own ego is as massive as your one, no matter how big you are as a superstar player. So they hardly compromise. So how he's going to deal with that, how Pep Guardiola is going to welcome him back, I don't know. He might not even go back to the training. He might not even be welcomed back to the training pitch with the senior boys. If he's not being allowed to stay at Bayern Munich because they don't need him anymore, and it doesn't mean managers like Pep Guardiola will welcome him back with an open arms if they are a feud before he left. And I remember, Joao Cancelo having a dig at Pep Guardiola when they met Bayern Munich. So this is going to look a bit funny, him coming back to Pep again. So how he's going to be trained by Pep, I would love to see. And if he gets, settled, we would love to know what's the whole big deal about the whole problem initially before he was sent to Bayern Munich. So that's that. Leicester City relegated. Now, with this Leicester City relegation, the reason I brought this up for our fans is because we just want you to appreciate our channel here. Excusez-moi. We said this a while ago that I won't be surprised. I didn't even say that. I said I won't be surprised if Leicester get relegated. That's the right one. Yes, they were relegated, but the reason they were relegated and the reason we're talking about them today was because the main reason they were relegated, which we said on this channel, I said it, that Leicester shouldn't cry if they get relegated because they've never invested in players. Fair to them, the owner tragically died and it can't be the same. And it was never the same since then. And even before the owner died, in that helicopter crash, we all know that Leicester, when they get rid of top players, Kante, when they after winning the Premier League title in 2016, Murray left, Kante left, the kingpin midfielder Drinkwater left to Chelsea for big bucks, obviously, because he never played for Chelsea. He was just there earning the wages. So all these things happen, and it keeps happening. Even the captain, the goalkeeper, he left. So when you do these things, you can't get away with those kind of moves for life forever, never. So I said it in the podcast that the only reason Leicester have not been relegated since was because my good friend, a good manager, Brendan Rodgers, who never got, the guy never gets enough credit, in my view. He could have won the title with Liverpool. And he's a real good manager. Trust me, he's a good Premier League manager. I think Tottenham should be looking at him. In fact, they should offer him the job. Seriously. But, hey, anyway, that's how it goes. It's because of Brendan Rodgers, I think Leicester have been surviving in the Premier League. So I'm not surprised immediately after I left last season or so, all these problems started. So, Leicester, tough luck. We wish you luck in the championship. See you next time. Darren Moore, another interesting story. After all these shenanigans of the weekend activities of playoffs and relegation battles, the only thing that came to mind for me is Darren Moore. Okay? Sheffield Wednesday manager. I love the story of the underdogs, really. You know, like coming from grass to grace. This guy did so well when he was put in charge after Alan Pardew was sacked at West Brom. West Brom were fighting relegation, and they put him in charge. And he was actually made manager of the month for beating Man U and going on beating for like 5 games or so. But unfortunately, he can't rescue West Brom. West Brom were relegated, and he lost the job eventually. And then he went down again with, I think he went to another club before going to Sheffield Wednesday. So he took Sheffield Wednesday, good result, everything. He couldn't rescue them as well. They were relegated from the championship. They were relegated to League One, and he brought them back to the championship now. So it's how we got back to the championship that makes the whole story more interesting. This guy was beaten in the playoffs semi-final with Peterborough. He lost the first leg 4-0. Okay? The second leg, everybody would have thought this is over. Gone, dead deal. There's no coming back. He went back to play Peterborough second leg, and they beat Peterborough 5-1, which brings the game 5 goals on aggregate. 5 goals, five goals each. There's no way you would imagine somebody will come back from a 4-goal defeat in the first leg of a playoff semi-final. And he came back. He beat them 5-1, 5 goals apiece. They went to penalties. He won by the skin of his teeth, and he got to the championship playoff. And the same thing happened at the championship playoff. It was the last minute of the extra time that he nicked a goal and got promoted with Sheffield Wednesday to the championship again. So it's a good story of very, it's written in the stars kind of developments and activities. And he got there eventually, and I'm so happy for the brother. Well done, Darren Moore. There's a new show of courage that we've advertised on our entertainment channel coming. It's a show from rags to riches, from grass to grace. A very prominent, humble individual who piled his trade with the best in this country. He's an artist, and I really don't want to give away too much, but we said it in a post that this artist used to be a homeless junkie sleeping in the doorway of these top London art galleries. And these same art galleries are now selling his paintings for hundreds of thousands of pounds a piece. And apart from that, you need to listen to him. So it's a story of courage and encouragement, especially for the youths. And I will urge you, our fans and viewers, to please, when this show is plugged, the only thing you need to do for us and for the youths, really, is to share that video. We want this show to go viral. We want every youth out there to know there is a chance for them, that they shouldn't lose hope no matter what problem they're going through. And that's that for today, really. I think we're going to be getting loads of different segments coming. I am not giving anything away. We are coming into that time now. It's end of the season, and we need to keep ourselves busy. There's no more football, okay? So we love you. Let's catch up at the next podcast, and when you'll be watching so many other interesting programs. And then until then, we say hasta la vista, baby. Ciao.
It's Twale.